first show.
Is it? Hey, everybody. Ooh, that was loud. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Disney Trivia Live. No. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Disney Trivia
Live.
The show.
No, you would say Disney Trivia Live, the show in which we play Disney Trivia.
Dang it, you're right. That's
So
right.
you were right.
Hello, everybody.
Take 3.
Welcome to another episode of
Why are we
Disney
doing so many
Trivia Live, the show in which we play Disney Trivia.
I'm protesting.
Live. My name is Doobie Mosley. I happen to be the co-founder of Laughing Place Omnimedia, Omnipresence, Omnipotence, LLC. And to my left is my son, Gideon Mosley.
Co-founder of Omnimover.
Future president of Laughing Place, if it still exists.
No one will elect me.
There's no election when it's a private company. You just get appointed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the third member of our team, who's not here right now, I'm not sure if he'll be joining us, but she can certainly hear us. So we're going to say, everyone say together, hello, Rebecca!
Hello, Rebecca! Hi, how you doing?
Okay, that was her. Let's say some hellos to you out there. Let's see, who's joining us today? We've got Alexander, hello, Schnebby with the Rex introduction, Geo with the Game Grid introduction.
Got some good news. I'm going on hiatus.
Broken Jeremiah is here. Bobby T is joining us. The Equalizer. Hi, Equalizer. How are you doing? Let's see. Nathan, what's up? Caitlin, hey. Donna, it's been a while. We miss you. Yet somehow you know what's going on with Magic Questions. Donna, you are the omnipotent in Laughing Place. Omnipotent, omniscient,
Omnimover.
Let's see, who else is here? Rebecca is here. That's not Rebecca. That's not Rebecca. Why did I think Rebecca's here? Oh, because everyone said, hello, Rebecca. That's what I said. Okay.
Hey, myself. I'm sorry, you're not myself. Hello, Rebecca.
I saw the green, and for some reason I thought that was her My Sunny Saga, but it's not. Yo-Yo is here. Hey, Yo-Yo. And that's everybody. All right, so we're going to play some...
Wow, that was a lot of people.
Hey, we have good news today. We have no time constraints. A couple times recently we've had to rush through. No time constraints. This show might go until Friday. Who knows what's going to happen here.
What happens on Friday?
Well, eventually we have to stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did everyone catch a blockbuster? What does that mean?
No.
And then barely.
I think you used that everyone catch barely, but that somehow got corrected to a blockbuster.
Oh, did everyone catch a blockbuster barely? Maybe that's what he meant.
Oh, maybe.
It was a great episode. We had 2 guests. Did you know this time next week I will have a British accent? Is that Shoal? That's not British. It wasn't British at all. Is that so? Mike Celestino is going to... I can't believe they're going to let him in London. I feel like the LP Guru going to London is kind of like the Friends episode. Well, no, because in the Friends episode, a couple came back and Mike's not going with his wife, so that's a bad idea. Anyway, yeah, I think it's time for the rules.
I'm sure you're ready to play Disney Trivia Live. Before we do, there are a few rules. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go ahead and get right into it. To start, you must play on 2 devices, unless you're on a computer. This is because you need to be able to see the live stream to see the questions, and the trivia program, which is used to answer. Now you'll need to be able to see both the screens at the same time, and there are a few ways of doing that. For example, on a computer this is simple. Just put the 2 windows side by side. It's not hard, but with other devices, you may have to think outside the box. If by yourself, the best bet is watching with some sort of tablet and playing on your phone. But with a lot of people, or if you're doing some weird taco and trivia party with friends, you might want to put us on the big screen of a TV, have everyone play on their phones. Oh, and not the old-fashioned type of phones. Phones that can run websites, like LP Quiz. You need LP Quiz to play the game, because it is how you answer the questions. Now remember, all I know is you have to go to lpquiz.com and type in a PIN. Not that kind. A 4-digit code, which you will use when it's time to play the game. Oh, and by the way, we also have prizes. If luck is on your side, you'll get your very own Disney Trivia Live magnet. There are 2 ways of winning. Way 1, get first place, and way 2, finish in the spot that the wheel, I said wheel, lands on. If you end up finishing in one of those two spots, go ahead and take a screenshot of your screen and send it to trivia@laughingplace.com. Oh, and one more thing. Please don't watch on Facebook. You see, it has a huge lag, which makes it almost impossible to play the game on it. So yeah, don't use Facebook. Well, that's about it. So now it's time for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the one and only Disney Trivia Live. With Dubé and Gideon.
I, Ross. Take thee, Rachel. All right, so we are going to play two trivia contests tonight. It's two trivia contests, two trivia contests, two trivia contests. Not one, not three, but two trivia contests. Our first contest, written by the one, the only, me, is called The Game Grid. You probably can guess what that one's about. And our second contest, written by the one, the only, me, is called Imagination. And I wonder if you can guess what that one's about and what the tie-in is with those two contests.
I think I know. I think I'm not. Is it going to be about Fantasmic?
It is. And what's the tie-in?
They both recently opened.
They both got experienced by me on my last trip. Tron and the new Fantasmic. That's right. It's all about the doobie. All right. So, and
It's
if
not called Disney Trivia Live with Nick Morgan and Gideon.
Char's got her husband. I keep saying Char. It's Char. But I say Char when I see it like that. Got her blanket out to Rebecca. It is so
Got
cold.
her husband out.
It is under 50 degrees here. 48 hours ago, it was 95 degrees where I was, and I was happy as a pig in a drawer. Today, it is under 50 degrees, and I am miserable.
Is there a pipe for that?
Take me back, Calgon. I want to go back to the heat. This weather is almost unlivable. Anyway, if you should finish at first in today's contest or win a place as designated by the magical wheel,
It's not
you
very
will win.
magical. It's more luck based, but same thing.
You will win your very own
One of a
Disney
kind.
Trivia Live magnet.
Here's no maglet.
Oh, Mike's going to see They Might Be Giants. You choosing They Might Be Giants over More Time in London? You're a sad, strange little man. Okay, Kyle, good
He
luck.
has my pity.
Hey, Broken Jeremiah likes your shirt. Let's show it off.
It's the El Capitan Theater, my favorite theater that's always been there, except it hasn't always been there.
So, those are the rules. Those are the quizzes. That's the explanation of the wheel. Only one thing left to do, folks.
Of course you don't, Kyle. He puts his pipes in them. He puts stuff in his pipes and puts them in his straw.
Let's play some trivia. So you know what you need to do. Get yourselves over to lpquiz.com. That's lpquiz.com.
And what should the game pin be?
Oh, you're coming up here to They Might Be Giants? We didn't get invited. I'll also be in Florida at the time, but yeah, that would have been fun. Make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Hey, I'm
Just
the
show them
only
the
bee
pin
in your
already.
bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Istanbul is Constantinople
Hey,
now.
Dad,
Istanbul
I have
is
a question.
Constantinople now. Yeah.
Oh, so Mike just invited you.
Yeah,
I have a question.
4934 is the pin. 4934 at lpquiz.com.
What is your favorite LP quote?
What is? Oh,
Like putting your pipe in your drawer, or think or think.
I don't
about you,
remember any of them.
Keep
You're the
on
one that
going,
comes up with all these. I don't know any of
Or
them.
you're like a seagull.
You're like a what?
You're like a seagull. Or Mama's Love Soren, or
Mom's Love Soren is great.
Mama's Love Soren.
Mom's Love Soren is great. What's your favorite?
You're like a seagull one's pretty funny. Put your pipe in your drawer is great. Ew.
What is the Yoda one?
Think or think not. Ew.
Is that the only bird? No, they might. No, I just sang another one. Istanbul is Constantinople now. Istanbul is Constantinople. Da 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 da. It's nobody's business but the Turks. How about that, hon? Okay. Let's see who's here. Mac Lala fan is here. Mectron is boring. Okay, I don't know who you are. Oh, the movie, not the ride. Okay. Donna's Game G, One Little Spark, Ride, Ballyran, 1986.
Wait, Mictron is boring? That's the new McDonald's item.
Da, 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 da. Hey, TJ Wolf Wolf is here today. Hi, TJ.
Hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandpa.
Pickle Nickel. That's doesn't. No, it rhymes. It doesn't alliterate. Orange Team Gio. Grandma and Grandpa. You know, I just saw them like when I was in 95-degree weather. They're
How
nice
about the
enough to.
95-degree weather?
Not as nice as Grandma and Grandpa. I like them. I like Grandma and Grandpa. They make me happy. Great to see you guys. Can't wait to see you guys again soon. Madam Leota, Carton.
That was the worst wave in
No.
history I just did, by the way.
Catron, not Carton. Evil Queenie's here. Schnebby, Ginny Barra, Uncle Orville. And yet, even with all the noise from the people in the room, I hear something.
Spin the wheel.
Okay, I didn't hear it because our sound is muted here, but I know what it said. It was spin the wheel. So, with that, Gideon, spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel!
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, Mickey Mouse.
No offense intended. I mean, I like Mickey's voice. That's what it sounds like. If you finish in first place or 10th, you will win your very own Disney
For those
Trivia
who do
Live
not know, by
Maglet.
the way, 10th is the 1 and then the little 0 that kind of looks like an O, but longer.
There's some like cartoon where they're talking about couples and how a couple looks like a 10 because he's really skinny and she's kind of round, or vice versa. So when they stand next to each other, they look like a 10. Kind of like your mom and I not so long ago. All right, here we go. 10th place. All right, I think we just need someone to tell us you're ready to get started, and we will get started. Oh, Caitlin mixed her name with Tron. Like Tron is boring. Is that one, Caitlin? Does anyone actually like Tron, by the way? I'm curious. The original Tron. I know some people like Legacy, but I don't think anyone actually likes the original Tron other than Jeremiah. We have a ready, we have a ready, we have a ready. Oh, Tori would like to request the video of me spinning around in Toontown for the next one.
You'll have to remind us, but we will play it if you get, or we can play it now.
No, I'm not going to play it now. I just want to make sure I have it. Yes, there it is.
Yeah,
okay.
we
absolutely will play that one.
Oh, we're just remind us, because this man, he'll forget.
I'm not going to forget. It's only like a half hour, 42 hours away. So, all right.
It's like a half to 40.
Here we go. We start each game with a poll. Gideon, tell the people why.
You know what they say? That's when that wheel is just a dream away.
That's not what they say. Why do we play the poll?
Well, it's our chance to get to know all of you better and your chance to get used to the lovely user interface.
Today's poll is simple. Have you seen Tron and or Tron Legacy? Here are your choices. I've seen Tron only. I've seen Tron Legacy only. I've seen both. I've seen neither.
I've seen none.
I've seen
nothing Tron.
I've seen Tron Legacy. I've tried to watch Tron at least twice. It did not hold my attention.
Is Tron related to Thor Ragnarok?
So, Gio is trying to make sure he gets some sleep on the plane. He's thinking about watching it on his plane trip. Makes sense. Mike Celestino says, unfortunately, see. He's seen them both. Look
who this
time out, everyone. Time out. Hold the phone. Turn on those Scottish accents. Edith Galvin is in the house.
God.
She's Irish. Shoot. Irish accents. Edith Galvin is in the house. Hi, Edith. Are you going to be a Star Wars Celebration, Edith? We've been wondering. Let us know. We're curious.
That's the thing we've been trying to ponder. I like that word, ponder.
Ponder's a great word.
Ponder.
You know one of my favorite books of all time? Imponderables.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway. All right. That is the question. Let's find out the answer. The Equalizer saw Tron back in the day when it was... This movie came out a while ago. Don't say when. It might be a trivia question.
Are you sure anyone's actually seen Tron through their eyelids?
Jeremiah is such a big Tron fan.
Of course he is.
Correct answer. Not the correct answer. The poll results say 6 of you seen it both. The majority is both. I am amazed. Oh, wow. Edith will be there, and she has Who's the Boss on her schedule. Well, awesome. Edith is going to see it. Mike Celestino, this guy right here, and that's why he's saying that, is going to have his own presentation at Star Wars Celebration. How awesome is that?
That guy right down there. Right down there.
Mike Celestino. I'm so proud of him. You know, I remember when he was but a young lad. Saying,
He was a young leg.
Please, sir, may I have a job at Laughing Place? And we're like, maybe when you're a little older young man. And then he's grown up, and now he's here, and he's blossomed into like a butterfly fluttering all over the world.
Have a job, maybe when you're young girls, man.
This is stupid. This is very, very stupid.
I think you met Mike when he started working for Laughing Place.
But after.
Oh, a little bit after.
Like, Remember the time Mike Celestino booked, what was it, Bob Cratchit to be on our show?
Did he get screwed?
Isn't that Bob Cratchit?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Yes, very, very illiterated. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, I thought Ebenezer Scrooge was, Ebenezer Scrooge.
You're probably right. All right, question number 1. All right, Schnetta's making me laugh now. Everything's making me laugh. Question number 1. When was Tron released in theaters? 1980, 1981, 1982, 1983. Oh, guys,
Tron.
you're in luck. Tron also is a very famous video game. So all of our pictures for this contest will feature classic arcade games.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, here we have
Let's see.
Galaga, my absolute favorite arcade game.
I would have gotten that wrong.
Lisa, may I have some more?
For what? Quarters? So you can play more Galaga?
Trying to think, the very first play I was ever in, and I've been in many, was Oliver. My job was a police officer. I came on, I grabbed Oliver, I ran off stage. That was the extent of my role.
Really?
I remember the songs. Oliver, won't ask for more if he knows what's in store. There's a dark, thin, winding stairway without any banister.
What's the difference between Galaga and Space Invaders?
They have nothing in common. Space Invaders is so archaic compared to this. Correct answer is 1982, and as my Wi-Fi says, Galaga, the greatest of the arcade games. She is absolutely right.
Not necessarily.
In college, during like a break between classes, I could take 1 quarter and take up the whole period just playing Galaga. I am not that good anymore. Food, glorious food, so yummy and scrumptious.
This is going to be fun and get to see how many of these games I can recognize.
All right, we'll leave that on you. All right, scoreboard says after 1 question, Evil Queen loves Galaga too. Everyone of a certain age loves Galaga. Nikki, do you love Galaga? You are, I believe, of a certain age. She's of a certain age. I know how old she is. She has said it before. Orange Team Geo's of a certain age. Do you like Galaga, Geo? I don't know how old everyone else. Grandma and Grandpa are older than a certain age. They may not know. Anyway, Orange Team Geo in first place, followed by 2 members of the trio.
You are failing on
and
so
the
many
third member of
levels.
the trio.
Just move on. Next question.
Next question. We are moving on. Nikki B never played it. I am shocked.
Shocked.
Shocked. That's the past
Shocked.
tense of shock. Question number 2. Wrong Galaga, Tony Betty. What is that called? Anyway, when was Tron Legacy released in theaters? 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. Gideon, this game is?
Donkey Kong.
Way to go. Way to go. Gattaca, the movie Tony Betty's talking about, I think. Gattaca.
Not Battlestar Galactica?
No.
Not Battle of Galactica?
You're thinking
Star
of
Trek?
Buck Rogers with Twiggy and Daggett. Yes, Gattaca. That's what I said. I got it right. Correct answer here is the year of the MMPR revision. Rebecca says she never understood the joy of... Do you understand, Rebecca? You would run, and then you'd jump, and you'd run and jump, and then you'd grab a hammer and knock over the barrels. It's fun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I don't know how you don't understand the joy of...
I've never even played Donkey Kong. I've never really seen what happens in Donkey Kong.
all you've seen is like a still of Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you. This guy is not a guy. That's a barrel. Where's the guy? Here he is. So his job, like he starts down here. He goes over here. He goes up the ladder, over here, up the ladder. But see, these barrels are rolling the whole time. He can jump over the barrels. He runs and jumps. He goes over the barrels. He can climb up the ladder. And if he grabs a hammer, there's hammers like that. You jump and grab the hammer, and then the hammer just goes constantly. And you're trying to hit the barrels. And you hit the barrel, you get the points. And your ultimate goal is to get all the way up here and get the girl. And the monkey, he's the one rolling the barrels.
Monkey.
The
He's a
monkey.
monkey.
And that is how you play Donkey Kong. T-U-L.
Oh, it's like that one Minecraft painting. The one of Donkey Kong.
Probably.
There's actually a Minecraft painting.
Neo is not in first place. He missed that one. The trio now, all alone, up front.
Yeah, Uncle Orville, One Little Spark, and the Cheater.
I know it's only 2 questions in, but I have a feeling the distractions are starting in that household with, throwing the phone across the room and say, hey, look over there.
Hey, look over there.
I could have thought of something more clever than that, huh? The ceiling fan is falling. How was that?
Kind of funny.
A little better? Okay. Kind of not. Question number 3.
Oh no, look, the candy corn's here.
What is the name of the primary company in Tron and Tron Legacy? Is it Encon, Encom, MCon, or MCom?
It's not Epcot?
And do you know this game? This was like
I
the
have
most
no clue.
complicated game in the world. There were like 14 buttons and a joystick. It was called Defender, and I could not play Defender. I said stealing fan humor is never funny. My wife has been chased through the house by a ceiling fan before. Oh my goodness.
That ceiling fan must. You should have on a drone if it's chasing you through the house. I'm just picturing it falling and then the ceiling, like the blade spinning is enough to like lift it up and it just starts to tilt and like chase you.
Sorry for laughing, honey.
Laughs at ceiling fan humor.
Oh my goodness. All right.
That's like laughing while saying that.
Who said
microphone
Galaxian? That's close. Galaxian's a very similar game, but this is Defender. And the correct answer here.
Who said Galaxian? Well, Galaxian's a very similar game. It's
It chased me down the hall. It was terrifying. The correct answer is NCOM. You guys got that. I'm surprised that you guys did so well on that one.
experimental national community of money.
Before I decided to go with the video game, I got through like 6 pictures before I changed to the theme. This was a picture of Engine from Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's fun.
Question number scoreboard says, how's the trio doing? What's happening in the trio house? Oh, it's all the same. Mike McTron is still in 4th place.
They're all able to grab their phones
And
just before.
Flynn Lever has moved up a spot. Remember, all gold level Patreons get the webcam into the trio playing Disney Trivia Live.
I want that.
Question number 4.
I might become a gold member for my own shows. Just to watch that game.
That is a joke. We do not have a Patreon yet. How many Academy Awards was Tron nominated for? The original Tron. 0, 1, 2, or 3. Gideon, the game?
I don't know.
Anybody out there know this game? Anybody?
Like,
This is the only one that's a gift, so it even helps you because you can see how gameplay actually works.
miners or something?
See, and when you go under, watch when he goes under the rock falls, see, and that's how it can kill people. And this game is Dig Dug. Dig Dug, Dig Dug.
I've never heard of Dig Dug.
People of a certain age have. And Dig Dug? Dig Dug?
So Tony's of a certain age, apparently.
I like the from the exclamation point all the way to the question mark. What was the goal? Well, to get the most points, of course. But so, oh yeah, he could I forgot he could like fire at him and blow him up. But I know you like dig and the rocks go. When you dig the rock, then the rock falls as long as it's black, and then you can kill these guys. And I think you just try to kill them all, then you move on to the next level. But it's been a while. Pole position. You never know what might be coming up later, Balmore. Hint, hint, spoiler alert. Uh-huh.
So now I know what it was named, so I can see. Like, if I'm really stuck, I just say full position.
Tron was nominated for 2 Academy Awards. Nominated for Best Costume Design and Best Sound. Interestingly enough, not nominated for Best Visual Effects. Do you know what won Best Visual Effects that year?
What year was it?
The same year E.T. came out.
E.T.
E.T., you are correct. And E.T. also won Best Sound, and Gandhi won Best Costume Design. All very well earned. Prepare to qualify. I loved Pole Position. That was my go down to 7-Eleven at lunch during high school game.
7-Eleven had games.
Is that true, Tony? The Academy considered the use of computers for visual effects as cheating. That is hilarious.
That is.
When did that change? Because I'm guessing that's not the case anymore. Tony, it's like he knew I was going to ask, is that true?
Well,
Tony, write that article, man. I don't know what you've been working on, but put it all aside and write that. Keeping in mind that I do not have the authority to assign you articles.
Just say, you have the authority to do that.
Okay, Mike has a Did You Know, which I don't think we've ever done a Mike Did You Know before. What do you think a Mike Did You Know stands like?
Sure, you can read it while I'm trying to find something.
Did you know I downloaded... I'm afraid to do a voice because his wife watches. Did you know I downloaded Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection on PlayStation 5, which collects all the Ninja Turtle arcade games and console games from the 80s and 90s. Did anybody know that? I'm curious. I did not know.
We put that comment up earlier.
Yes, we did. Did you know by this time next week I will have a British accent?
So no, that was not our first time using a mic. Did you know? That might have been.
You remembered that he did you know then too? Is this like your thing, your new thing, Mike? Your like signature?
You know.
No.
Well, no, you can't do it yet. But next week you have to have a British accent.
I'm gonna work my British accent.
Oh no.
I can't do a British accent. I mean, I can't do any accent, but I really
no
can't
matter
do a
what British accent you do, it'll be better than Dick Van Dyke and Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Rebecca, do you know what he said? Do you know what he said at the end of the qualifying lap? Me either. Oh, now we have a fact. On the old Disneyland Gazette podcast I did with Luke Banning, we had a segment called Disney Did You Know? Whoa. Okay.
And when you tell Disney things that they didn't know.
And Mike feels like he's been doing that for a while. So it's just, sometimes you have to do things over and over for them to catch on. That's why you see the same commercial again and again.
He needs to check the tapes.
Question number
I
5.
don't know what tapes, but he needs to check them.
He tapes all the shows. What Disneyland attraction had a major Tron segment? Was it Star Tours, Disneyland Railroad, People Mover, or Storybook Land? Donna, get ready to write down a magic question.
This is some form of Pac-Man.
Which form do you think?
This Pac-Man?
You got it. Although this is not the arcade version. This is from some computer.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm just now noticing up there. Boo! Boo! Mike Celestino says, Miss Pac-Man. Geo says, a special looking Miss Pac-Man. My fault. But it qualifies. Do you think it's going to be magical, Gideon?
No.
I think it is. Not even close. What is wrong with you people? Did you just brush off your shoulder? That is not a move Mosleys do. Unless we're dancing. We do it all the time in U-Jam. But otherwise, that is not a move
You
Mosleys
literally are doing it actively while telling me.
Kind of fun, actually.
That is not something... Ooh, that is fun.
It feels kind of good. Your little shoulder rub. Nail clean. All right, correct answer is People Mover. You entered the game grid of Tron.
See, I could see that being on the railroad, too. I could see it being... I mean, not on Star Tours. That would be kind of far-fetched. And that would kind of...
Okay, Storybook Land was just meant as a joke. And so...
I can believe Storybook Land. It'd be weird, but, like... All they have to do is just put like a MacBook or something on the side and just put a video on it and you can try.
Okay, folks. Next time you may not fare so well. So you know what I learned, TIL? They say the master computer program on the Tron ride, but it's the master control program in the movie.
The more you know.
And the voice is Corey Burton, the one and only, doing a British accent. We've come full circle. All right, we have Mac Tron is boring vaulting into first place now.
Go from Agrabah to the grid.
Followed by two of the trio, Schnebby wiggling his way in there.
Well,
and
if
then
they
the
were to
final
add
of the
Tron
trio.
today, what would it replace?
I don't even know what's in Storybook Land.
That's a great start. You got Big Bad Wolf in his cave.
The patchwork quilt. Get rid of that big patchwork quilt and turn it into a huge video screen showing Tron stuff with like the light cycle. How awesome would that be? The line for that at night would be humongous. It'd be lit.
Ah, funny.
I don't think I know when to do this. Scoreboard. No,
Also, it
question
works if you
6.
do both.
Question 6.
Yeah, replace Casey with a light cycle.
How many... oh. Sorry, wait. How many Academy Awards was Tron Legacy nominated for? 0, 1, 2, or 3?
Pole position.
Pole position. Very good. Prepare to qualify. Kilometer edition. Speed, 225 kilometers.
Ooh.
No one knows what a kilometer is. It's like a made-up unit. Sometimes it's this long. Sometimes it's this long. It's British. Baltimore used to have a Game Boy SP game called Namco Museum. Oh, with all the good stuff. Miss Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Galaga, Pole Position. You can buy a thing that's like just a joystick that has like 500 games on it now. It's crazy. It's crazy how times have changed. Do you have any idea what this answer is?
0.
Wrong. You get nothing.
You lose.
Everything.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Correction. Is 1. Way to go, guys. It was nominated for Best Sound Editing. Did not win. Do not remember what it lost to, but it did not win. Can you still buy an Atari 2600 with that original joystick, which is still the best joystick in the world?
Why was the joystick so good?
It was just so simple. A black joystick. It had none of this analog stuff. You could go 8 directions, and it was either on or off. There was no how far you push it or anything. And it had a button, one big red button, and that was the extent of the joystick. And it's still the best joystick I ever saw. Daft Punk. Why, I don't know what you're talking about, Mike Celestino. Spoiler of future questions. But no, they did not get nominated, at least according to the Wikipedia page. All right, McTron is still in first place, but Schnebs is not too far behind. It's still anybody's game. Question number 7. 7 rhymes with heaven. Multi-select for the first time. Choose all that apply. Don't forget to hit submit, guys. Hi, Hassan. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
How you doing? Other than the Magic Kingdom, which parks have a Tron coaster? Tokyo Disneyland, Hong Kong Disneyland, Shanghai Disneyland, Disneyland Paris. Choose all that apply. Hit submit. Gideon, name the game. Vector graphics. Come on.
Lines? What's it called? I don't know.
Asteroids.
What?
You shoot the big asteroids, they turn into little asteroids. You shoot the little asteroids, they disappear. Sometimes these flying saucers come out. They can fire back at you. All you can do here is just drift around. So you can't like stop unless you can. You have a thruster and a direction. So you thrust and you keep going. And then if you want to stop, you have to like turn around and thrust the other way because you're in space. It's so cool, and it's vector graphics. Everybody knows asteroids.
Those graphics are good.
As a kid, I thought they were potato chips. Wow. This is why I didn't hire you. You weren't that smart a kid, Mike.
I'm gonna make a game now called Chips.
I bet there is. Correct answer here is only Shanghai Disneyland. There is only one other Tron coaster, and it is in Shanghai. It has a different name, so that's why I had to say Tron Coaster and not give the name. Like Tron Power Run, I think. I got to ride Tron. Oh, this is my first show since I've been back.
It's not called Tron Light Cycle / Run.
No. So yeah, I went to Florida. I'm not going to talk about it during trivia, but I'm going to talk a little bit about it after trivia.
Oh, you know what? I think that might be my favorite LP quote. Everyone knows what a popcorn movie is. That
may be it.
That or define popcorn movie. One or the other. I mean, yeah, they both have the same thing. Maybe I might combine them.
Yeah, the whole popcorn thing is probably the best thing that's ever happened.
Because it went on for a while. It just kept going.
And we just bring
at
on
first it's just, you're an idiot. Then, okay, we have 2 idiots. And then, okay, surely everyone's an idiot.
Yeah, it must have been a spinner knob, but you didn't spin it, so I can't quite remember how. Now I'm so curious.
Visualizing.
Someone find out exactly what the control was for asteroids. Because you never just went like you do with a normal spinner. So I feel like it was just like a left-right joystick.
Everyone knows what a popcorn movie is. Everyone knows what a popcorn movie is. Everyone knows what a popcorn movie is.
Bill says it wasn't okay. No one, everyone knows what a popcorn movie is.
Define popcorn movie?
It's a popcorn movie. It's like saying define something else that defines itself. No, you can define popcorn. Anyway, Schnebs is in first place, followed by McTron. Schnebs took the vault there. Way to go, Schnebby.
A snack made from pieces of corn popped, typically either made at home within a microwave or through a machine, and is commonly associated with movie theaters.
And a popcorn movie is the movie you're watching when you're eating said.
So any movie, the popcorn movie.
No, movies you go to, you don't need popcorn with. Like a really gross movie, because then popcorn gets all grossed out. Really serious movie. Who did the music for Tron Legacy? Was it Trent Reznor, Marshmello, Daft Punk, or Randy Newman, who would have done a great Tron soundtrack? You don't know this game either.
Recently?
Oh my. Centipede. Played with a trackball and a fire button, because you could roll them like up, down, left, right, up to a point. You couldn't go all the way up, but up to a point. And you're trying to shoot this thing as it comes down, and every time you shoot it in the middle, it splits at that point, so it becomes 2 separate things. So with the good players, they try to create a channel of mushrooms so that he comes down between the mushrooms, and then you just stay in the channel and just shoot them all the way up, and then the spiders come out, and you got to get the spiders. They kind of randomly. Yeah, that's what these are. These are mushrooms.
I mean, they look like mushrooms. Why are they mushrooms? So
you want to create a channel of mushrooms that the centipede then goes in, and then you just fire him as he's stuck in the channel. And that's how you play Centipede. And people knew it. Centipede, that's right. It wasn't extra play mode, it was Depeche mode. That's kind of funny. Depeche mode. They were just in town. They were in Sacramento, they were in San Jose. I didn't get to see them.
Depeche around?
Daft Punk did the music for Tron Legacy. That is accurate.
Yeah, the people who I always hear on Disney hits and go, why?
Lemmings. That sounds like a cruel game. Schnebby, still in first place. The top 5 did not change. The leader of the trio is Uncle Orville, although Madame Leota is so close. The smack talk in that house right now is fast and furious.
And the actual smack going on in that house.
The smack, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of smacks, probably.
Question number 9. What coaster company manufactured Tron Light Cycle Run?
Space Invaders?
Yes. Was it Vekoma, B&M, Intamin, or Arrow? I believe this is the first time we've asked a question about the manufacture of a Disney attraction.
I could see you doing it for Matterhorn.
I could see it, but I don't think I did.
Let's see. I don't think it's D.
I don't do tribute bands. I want to see the real deal.
I don't think it's D because I don't think they exist anymore.
I believe you are correct.
I believe it is C. I don't think it's B.
Should have been a B.
I almost said that.
You and I get that. I believe it's A, actually. But it might be C. I can't remember anymore. It is Vekoma.
Oh,
it is a
it's
Vekoma coaster.
You know, they made a lot of boomerangs.
It's Tron's almost like a boomerang.
What's a boomerang?
Nick Morgan says we have had manufacturing questions before. Thank you, Nick. You've got a memory like a lawyer.
Well, he's not like
Space Invaders, would you shoot through the base or only around them? That is a good question. See, these bases here, all your bases belong to me. These are protection, but they also get in the way of your firing. So are you the type that shoots through them to get them out the way, or do you use them for protection? I do not know the best way to play Space Invaders. Nope, they don't build their own stuff, Schnebs, and you know that. And we're glad they don't, by the way. These people are experts at building coasters. Let's leave it to them.
You've probably written a book for Vekoma.
With 1 to go, Schnebby is in first place, followed by McTron, Orange Team Geo trying to make it with only 6 correct. I changed the scoring system, and he still beats it with his speed. Uncle Orville and Madame Leota rounding out the top 5.
Dude, Geo, I don't know how you do it.
Final question. Final video game. Final countdown. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. When did Electronica end its run at Disney California Adventure? Was it 2010, 2011, 2012, or 2013? It was like a dance party kind of thing in Hollywood. It was a weird era.
What is this, Frogger?
This is Missile Command. Joystick and 3 buttons. Because you're controlling these missiles here. See, these are missiles, and these are bases. Things are firing, trying to get both the missile things and the cities. And there's also airplanes that go across, and you are using your thing.
What are bases?
This is where the missiles are kept.
Oh, okay. I thought you were pointing to the blue thing. So
Yeah.
you're like,
Those are the
are they
actual
bases
missiles.
or cities?
And it's cool because I think this is it. This is the crosshair. So you use the trackball to put the crosshair anywhere on the screen, and then you press one of the 3 buttons to fire a missile from one of the 3 bases. And it fires, and you have to time it because it takes time for it to get there. Very, very cool game. I was never good at it, but I loved it. It was so clever. Anyway, you have had an 80s arcade lesson today.
That's fun.
The correct answer is 2012. It was very popular. It went for a long, long time. Gideon, the podium.
Third place, McTron is McBoring. Orange Team Geo, and then in first place, Schnebs. So Schnebs, you don't have to blame your losing on Geo. Who got 10th?
Light Cycle, appropriately enough. So Schnebs, I know you are of age. Light Cycle, if you are of adult age, please email us at trivia@laughingplace.com so we can arrange to get you your maglet.
Also, might I say, Light Cycle?
Look at this. Geo pointed it out.
Flash run.
Geo missed by 2 points. He came all the way back and lost by 2 points because Schnebs missed that last question. And wow. I don't know this has ever happened before. Where's my phone? I just got a new phone. Now I'm not even sure if so I know how to take a picture with it.
Is that a real phone or is it a phony?
Oh, that was not bad. Does my double click to start the camera still work? Yes, it does. All right. Schnebs and Orange Team Geo, smile.
That phone is futuristic.
All right.
Does that phone have like the thing where you can like tap it and like deletes a person
Like from existence?
from your photo?
Oh, yeah, it does actually.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Where was I playing with that? I was playing with that on some phone. I think my phone has it now. Because they just got
You
upgraded.
just said...
No, my old phone.
Oh.
Because all the pixels got upgraded. Yeah, I was playing with that. Wow. Nick, you living life dangerously. All right, that was game number 1. Get yourselves back to lpquiz.com. It's time to play game number 2. What am I doing?
Just pointing to a comment.
Oh. Nick's?
No, the one above.
Oh, do you or Gideon ever go to the Disney 23 convention in Anaheim? Do we go to the convention? Let me tell you, we go to the convention. We work the Laughing Place booth, which we do have our own booth, and that is our job, is to stay at that booth and meet the people. So if you ever go to Expo, or if you went to the last Expo and you went to the LP booth, you will definitely meet us, because that's what we like to do, is press the flesh and meet the peeps, right, Gideon?
We do one of those things. All right, 10 to ignite tonight. Let's go.
No, but we do love it. We give out so much stuff. So much
Oh yeah,
stuff.
we give away stuff for free, an actual free, not like, oh, take our little online questionnaire, you get a free sipper.
And
no.
good stuff too.
We give you actual good stuff, 100% free. All you have to do is answer a simple trivia question,
And I
which
think
is,
simple.
who is Disneyland named after?
Yes, that is real, actual trivia question.
Yeah, so we do a little better sometimes, but
we don't let you lose. If you miss the hard one, then we go to the easy one.
yeah, then if you lose, we always have a backup question.
Yes.
Always.
It's hole in one or two. lpquiz.com 6955. Oh wow.
Oh, fun.
Oh yeah. So we need to know you so we can get food without waiting in line. It's a long line sometimes there. Make us cracking me up here. Pongo Kate is here. Jenny Barra, the trio, Imaginative Geo, Evil Queenie, Grandma and Grandpa got in first. Edith down under, still with us. Schnebby, Rye, other people, come on in, play to win. Doobie ain't really that thin.
A dream can be a dream come true.
PJ Woo is here again. Balvin, 1986. Wait.
Please be quiet. I hear something.
What do you hear?
It sounds like Mike Celestino going to serve.
Well, I hope that makes you guys as happy as it makes me.
8th place.
If you finish in 1st or 8th place, not only will you be as happy as Mike Celestino in that video, you will win your own Disney Trivia Live magazine.
I know it's better than that or the ride on Gat's Go Coaster.
My face is so big. Your smile is so big, Mike, lighting up the whole world, and we are thankful
love
for
his
it.
Ride on you need to find the Gadget's Go Coaster ride, make that one too.
Which one?
He wrote Gadget's Go Coaster, but the way the gimbal
Oh, with the gimbal.
Eventually showed by.
Oh, you should. No, you should not have. That would have been very strange.
He genuinely cried. Oh yeah, if you missed it, Dad cried at the end of Park Stock.
Oh my goodness.
Mike spit it.
Yes, I cried. I've never cried on the air in my life, and I cried talking about the Disney Dreamers Academy.
Right.
And no one was more surprised than me. All right, folks, let's play Disney Trivia Live.
Are you crying right now?
Oh.
That looked like it.
That's because I'm thinking about Disney Dreamers again.
Your camera quality was so bad you couldn't really see it, but oh, could you hear it?
All right, folks. We start each game with a poll. You know why. This quiz is imagination. It is themed to Fantasmic, but all our pictures have a similar theme. And you'll find out in a moment, except for the poll picture. The poll picture is not. Today's question is, do you like watermelon-flavored drinks? Yes, no, or I don't know. In my case, it's sometimes. This drink from Tron Energy Bites was awesome. Watermelon slushy.
First off, Tony, you're funny. Second, Geo. Everybody, welcome home.
Oh my!
That would have made you cry
That
hard.
was sad. I know you guys make fun of that song.
You would get emotional.
That song hits me deep in the feels.
Everybody, welcome.
You've arrived. Can you imagine if they changed the lyrics?
Welcome home. You've arrived. Universal.
The watermelon lemonade.
Universal should do that.
The watermelon lemonade. Here's what happened. I got the watermelon lemonade at Coral Reef because, hey, I like the watermelon slushy so much. Let's try this. So I barely touched it. So when I was leaving, the server said, "Oh, do you want that to go?" And I said, "You know what? Turns out I don't like watermelon lemonade." And she laughed and did not charge me for it. Disney service. I love it. Because I told her, it turns out I don't like it, but I'm glad I tried it. I was not trying to get a free drink that I didn't drink. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much, server. Correct answer, according to you guys, for this is...
Does Depends count as C?
Yes, no, maybe. No, you gotta make a pick.
Make a pick.
Depends counts as A.
Where's your other option?
Those are the options.
Where's other?
It's just a poll.
Why is there no other? I have to ask. I got yelled at one time because I didn't include an other option on one of my polls.
Frankly, I should have had another.
Thank you.
Another child who didn't ask questions like that. All right, get back here. We're doing a show.
Telling Mom she missed it.
Okay. Question number 1.
Sorry, Mom missed it. I had to catch her up, but I was too busy laughing.
Starting straight off with the multi-select. Which parks have had a show named Fantasmic? Disney's Hollywood Studios, Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea, Disneyland. We should make it... That's very funny, Mike. Very funny. So, imagination, pure imagination, Willy Wonka. All of our pictures for this quiz are related to Willy Wonka. However, there is a twist that you'll find out in a moment. Don't guess it. I just want people to find out. So, multi-select, which of these parks have had a show named Fantasmic? And the correct answer, do you know, Gideon? I'm curious.
I believe it would be A, D, and I believe C.
You are correct, Gideon. Way to go.
I don't know if C goes like Fantasmic.
Nope,
ignites
it's just
the
plain
water
old
or
Fantasmic.
something.
That is correct. Tokyo Disneyland did not. You guys did well on that one. Very well. Very well. Score after one question has first place being owned by the imaginative Geo, followed by the guesser herself, Edith Down Under, Schnebby,
It's not really.
Imagination, very good, and Rye. Bring back... No, there is no partial credit for multi-select, you guys.
Kidder, that is
Not gonna happen.
that is the best fun fact of the century. True.
I know.
I watched that movie like the day it came out.
That's funny. All right. That was question number 1. That's the scoreboard. Question number 2 on Fantasmic. I don't know why I do that. That is not something I should be doing.
We should never banging my fists together.
When did Fantasmic debut at Disneyland? 1990, 91, 92, or 93? We have questions from both Fantasmics, the classic Gene Wilder and the modern Tim Burton Johnny Depp, from both Willy Wonkas. All 3 Fantasmics, both Willy Wonkas, alternating.
Question.
Alright.
Question.
What is your favorite of the... Which... Another child. Do you have a preference on Willy Wonka?
Well, I haven't seen this one.
You haven't seen this one?
I watched it when you were on the plane, technically.
This one.
On the plane with you.
But we used to play
No.
the songs together.
Yeah, I listened to the songs. That was about it.
Oh, I didn't...
Never actually saw the movie.
Okay.
You should, though.
It's better than I remember. Seeing it the second time was better than I remember. Still not good.
I didn't get you see it the first time.
I saw it in theaters with your youngest uncle, who was a huge Johnny Depp fan. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Technically, the Depp one is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, not Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Do
Factory.
you know which one the book was?
Charlie. Yeah. Thank you. Wait, that was Kyle, not Tony. Why did I do Tony's voice?
Technically. That's just a technically voice. It's not like a toad. He's just. Oh.
I can't find it.
Now, just a minute.
There you go.
There's
All
no there, technically.
There's the
no
gavel. There you go. Really? You're gonna call me on there not being a there?
There. Yeah.
There's no. Oh, Phantasmic, 1992, and still going strong.
Yeah, and you know what else Danny Elfman did?
What?
I believe he did Men in Black.
Oh, really? You never hear people saying Phantasmic is 30 years old. They need to get rid of that thing. Never. A good show can last forever.
So could a bad one. See
Oh,
this
yeah.
show.
But at least people complain. All right, Edith has dropped down to 5th place, and Micah Nation has dropped down to is still at 4th.
This is in Micah Nation.
Micah Nation.
In Micah Nation, a spin.
Question number 3: Where did Walt Disney World's Phantasmic show? Does it show? Is it the Hollywood Amphitheater, the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater, the Sunset Boulevard Theater, or Hollywood Bowl? Where does it show at Hollywood Studios? Can you sing the Super song?
Maybe I still could.
I got another puzzle for you.
Wow, actually, Mace, you can remember. You know the lyrics to that song more than you know the lyrics to. Okay,
What
never
do you
mind.
get from chewing all the gum? Eating like a cow does. Yum yum. Blueberry. Round. I don't like the look of it.
My favorite lyric from any song: Blueberry.
Do you remember how it? Oh.
You got some concepts right, but orders.
I know there's a
Very.
cow. There's a cow somewhere in those lyrics.
Yes, but not there. And I don't think Blueberry Round.
Chewing all day long.
The way that
Sort of like a cow does. The way that a cow does. Hollywood Hills Amphitheater is the correct
Also,
answer.
it's not smart, it's wise. I think. I don't know, it's been a very long time.
Now, good question. Who does Now Just a Minute? Is that Baloo? Do you know?
I don't know.
Here it is again for people to listen.
We can't listen.
Now, just a minute.
It's certainly Phil Harris. But he played many Disney characters. So, good question. Oh, Rebecca says yes. No giving years. You never know what questions are coming. But yeah, you're right. They're all played by the same person. Very cool. YouTube's on that.
Wait, I'm confused. Is it going to be a Willy Wonka question later?
Probably not. I thought I'd recovered from the trip, but maybe I could use one more really good deep sleep.
You did say there are questions for both Fantastic. The Gene Wilder Fantastic. The Gene Wilder Fantastic and the Johnny Depp Fantastic.
Wow.
Which does exist. There's Johnny Depp Fantastic, I guess.
I apologize to all of you for my poor performance. Gio's in first place, followed by Schnebby, Rye, Imagination, and Ginny Barra. All right, just reading the comments there. Question number 4 is coming up in a moment. Having fun? What's wrong with you? In Disneyland's original Phantasmic, who says the words, "How exciting, let's do it"? Are those words spoken by the old hag, Maleficent, Jafar, or Ursula?
Speaking of Deep Roy.
There he is, right there. He played
And there he
every
is.
role.
And there he is. And there he is. There he is.
And
There he is.
and
There he is.
and
There he is.
over there.
Pete and repeat were in a boat. Pete fell out. Who was left? Pete and repeat were in a boat. Pete fell out. Who was left? Pete and repeat were in a boat. Pete fell out. Who was left?
Correct answer here
It's easier
is
too.
Ursula. How exciting. Let's do it. Oh, ha, 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 ha.
When did they cast you in the show?
Actually, they had the original Ursula do the voice of that. Yeah.
You? No, you. You would have been great.
They can't afford me.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to use you.
Another. Geo in first place, Schnebby, Rai, Jinibara, and Madame Leota, the only member of the trio to make the top 5. Bragging rights galore. Question number 5. Coming up right after these messages. Just kidding. We don't need to make it.
Except for when we go, hey, after this show, we have another show coming up. Yeah, we're very tired.
Yeah.
Very.
What show did Fantasmic replace at Disney Sea? Did it replace Bravissimo, Fantalusion, Once Upon a Time, or Believe?
There's magic in the
Sea of
sea.
Dreams.
There's magic in the sea.
What show did Fantasmic replace? Is this the scariest scene in the history of film, Gideon?
Maybe.
Maybe. Creepy.
Certainly was out of place film scene in the movie.
PG movie, too, man. Get heads cut off. Yeah.
It's 1971 PG.
It's a good year. Good things happened in 1971.
Great things happened in 1971. I mean,
And Disney World was created.
I was gonna say that happened. That was a great thing.
I was thinking of me. Oh,
Hey.
there's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are rowing.
There's certainly showing. What?
Keep going.
No, you can keep going. Here, I went from Mike. And
Oh, he's dead too.
Exactly.
What's so out of place about beheading chickens? Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is my underwear showing? Chances are it is, frankly. All right. Not right now, but in general.
Not right now, in general. What's that mean?
Bravissimo is the correct answer. Bravissimo was replaced by Fantasmic.
Underwear isn't showing right now on the stream. That'd be bad.
That would be for termination. Not a speck of light of showing, so the danger must be growing. The bubbles are a-blowing. This is the exact Davy Crockett Explorer Canoes experience. Is that the underwear showing? No, but... Do you... Never mind. We're going to move on. Moving right along when I find the button. Hi, everybody. Hi, Edith. It's so nice to have you here. It's been so long. I want to have you guest again. Bring some class to this thing. Question number 6. What giant snake is a part of the original Disneyland version of Fantasmic? Sir Hiss, Ka, Jafar, or Madame Mim in her snake form?
Hey, that's not Willy Wonka. That's Mark Rober.
What?
You don't get that?
Oh, is that the guy who does those squirrel videos?
Yeah, he did the squirrel videos.
Okay.
He's also, sent stuff into space, but, he did the squirrel videos.
Were all of these squirrels Deep Roy as well?
Yes, each and every one of them. They actually visited Wayne Selinsky. And they, shrunk him down, put him inside of a squirrel suit, filmed a bunch of times.
Correct answer is in the Geo likes Throwber videos. You and Geo have something in common. Correct answer is Ka. The original version has Ka from the Jungle Book go out and then he shines his eyes and they go right at you.
Yeah, and they blind you.
So cool. Nikki B
Isn't he
says,
still in Disneyland's version?
my favorite scene.
He's still in Disneyland's version?
I believe he is. But not enough to change the wording of this question.
It could just be, the original Disneyland version, as in the original.
Oh, Kidder with the fun fact. 71 Wonka had geese. 2005 Wonka had squirrels. Who would win in a fight between a goose and a squirrel?
Well, here's the question. Are we talking the giant geese? Because I think they were giant. That lay golden eggs.
No, just a normal sized goose.
And also how many squirrels are we talking?
So let's take one goose, and he can't fly. So he's staying on the ground. One goose and 3 squirrels.
Those squirrels are deadly.
You think the goose...
Well, where are
the
they
goose is cooked?
Where are they fighting? Are they fighting in that nut room? Because if that goose can't fly, he's done. He's entering that garbage chute.
The Equalizer says goose. Those things are mean and will attack. We've seen that. Yeah.
Trust me.
I want a feast. I want a bean feast. What a dumb line.
What are those?
Edith, does bean feast mean something different in the UK or something?
He does say, what are those?
Oh, okay, good. Because when I hear feast,
no one knows what a bean feast is.
Beans are far from my mind. I mean, I like beans, but they're not a feast. It's more like a famine.
Mom's confused. Yep. Nope, that's the line from the movie, a bean feast.
It must mean something.
It must.
Beans are big in England. Like, they have beans on toast, like it's some kind of delicacy.
Isn't that like what accompanies the Blarney Stones beats?
What is Mickey's first word spoken in Disneyland's original version? The first word Mickey says during the show. Some, imagination, or help.
Do your Mickey Mouse voice for all of these.
Don't like the look of it. Some, imagination.
Those were that bad.
Attack a geist. Liquor is quicker, but wine is fine. Correct answer here is, do you know Gideon?
Oh?
Hey, what's going on? Oh. Dun, 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 dun.
And then what happens after that?
The rest of the show. Correct answer is help.
What happens in the rest of the show?
It might give away a question. This show is all about Fantasmic.
The show is all about Fantasmic. It's supposed to be all about
Wow, you guys took a ride on
the Peter Pan segment.
that works. Wait, what? Whoa.
It's gone.
Okay,
You always go with bad things. I always go with gone things.
Okay, that's fair.
So they say something really like stick around the people. You're like, whoa, and I'm like, it's gone. It's great, but it's gone. And you're like, oh, you took a ride on
The endless bubble sequence.
yes.
Kidder
You
with
took
the
a
fun
ride on
fact,
those Flotsam Jetsam jet skis.
the word help was behind Alex, the lion, in Madagascar. I deem that fun.
Okay.
Don't even fully understand it, but I deem it fun.
I don't understand it at all. Aside from Madagascar's movie that exists.
Disney movie. No, DreamWorks.
Yes, it is not.
We're thinking of Ice Age. Question number 8.
Those are not the same.
What giant snake is part of the current Disney World version? Is it Sir Hiss, Ka, Jafar, or Madam Mim in her snake version?
Mike TV just screaming at me.
Mike TV video game version.
Yes.
From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Angry video game.
He is angry, man. This dude has some issues.
He's an issue.
Look at that face.
Yeah, no, he does.
He could be Chucky in this picture. Goodness.
Now just imagining this kid sitting on the set of for a makeup show.
Correct answer is Jafar in his snake form. That's right. You guys knew that. You guys took a ride on it.
Yeah, you know what I watched, I think yesterday? A video of the horror makeup show from 1993, I think. No, it would have been... I don't know, but it was very old.
Very different? Not really.
Basically, it was pretty different, but they had the headset, would change, and some of the jokes were the same.
Like TV had a hat in the 71 movie. He didn't have one in the 2005 movie. Kidder, you own fun facts, but this
a little bit more. There's a little... I mean... It's not wrong. It's just there's a lot of other things that are different.
Yeah.
He's also dressed as a cowboy in one of them, and the other one, he's not.
I'm gonna give that one a fun because Kidder is Kidder. No one else would have got a fun out of that.
Also, all Kidder facts are fun. You said.
I know that's why they got a fun there, but
you have to evoke.
I don't want Kidder to abuse that privilege there.
Fun fact: the color brown is the same color as cardboard.
Ginny Barr's in 5th place, JJ Mann's in 4th, Rye, Schnebs, and way out in front is Imaginative Gio. Suspect is hatless. Repeat, hatless.
That's a suspect.
That's what I said, poorly.
Yes.
And then he's tagging Kyle on that. They're in their own world over there.
They're in DM call.
Mike Celestino is on Barely Necessities today. Question. I'll mention that in a moment. Question number 9. In the original show, what large villain originally had a floating animatronic that was later cut from the show? Was it Captain Hook, Jafar, Hades, or Ursula?
I'm glad I did not go with this because I almost gave it away.
So Mike Celestino is Jeremiah have to say to me. Oh, okay, that works. Mike Celestino, to say again, Mike Celestino was on Barely Necessities today, along with Michael Mack, and they both did an incredible job representing merchandise in their respective expertises on the show hosted by the Rebecca. So we invite you to watch today's episode of Barely Necessities and tell them that Doobie sent you.
Hey, do you know who that is inside the TV?
That's Mike TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it's Make TV. Because he's really small.
Oh. Aw, Tony's too tired to be technically. Oh, I'm
Oh
sad.
my.
I want technically, please.
Is it not an animatronic?
I don't think so. I think
That
it's
was-
like inflatable. So
yeah.
I think it's like one of those, flubby dooby guys.
Yeah,
that
I'm
you
sure.
see.
I'm sure it's not
Ooh, look
animatronic.
at me. I could.
Mike is more merchandise than man at this point.
Am I a man or am I merchandise?
Man, merchandise of a man. Action figure.
We could have gotten rid there.
Yeah. Ursula is the correct answer. Way to go, guys. Thank you, Tony, for correcting me. Not actually an animatronic, but it looked like one from the outside. Geo in first place. It's not even close. I'd like to say it's anybody's game. It's not. It's Geo's game. But Schnebs, Rye, Ginny Barra, and Edith. Look at Edith hanging around.
Unless you made it a 2,000 point question.
I did not. And what is it? 12th place? Oh, the Evil Queen. The Equalizer.
Eighth.
Was it 8th?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Congo Kate. Congo Kate. All right. Final question, I think. Yes. Final question. Coming up. It is right now.
Yeah, what is the point of the Wonka Mobile aside from getting foam on everybody?
Merchandising. That's where the real money's made. What's missing? But beware, nothing is more blank than the imagination. Nothing is more wonderful than the imagination. Nothing is more beautiful than the imagination. Nothing is more terrifying than the imagination. Nothing is more powerful than the imagination.
I forgot that was the line.
Runs on ginger ale, ginger pop, ginger beer, beer bubbles, bubble aid, bubble cola, double. Please tell me you copy and pasted that and didn't just type all that in. That'd be amazing. Thank you, Balmer. I like you, Balmer. Every Tuesday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Please join us. Become a regular on Disney Trivia Live.
What Tony said.
See, I didn't have to say it. You got there. Thank you, Tony.
It's like a character arc.
You know the best part of my trip to Disney World?
What?
I got to spend the evening with Tony. My favorite person in the whole world.
And you rode Buzz Lightyear, right?
We rode People Mover, Buzz Lightyear.
What do you think of? Do you like? Is Buzz Lightyear on the level of Mad Black Alien Attack?
Worst ride in Central Florida.
Wow.
But riding it with Tony
Wait,
somehow
hold
made
on.
it magical.
Now, if Antarctica, Empire of the Penguin were
Okay, fine.
reopened.
Worst ride at Disney.
No, I'm just saying because it's closed.
No.
It's permanently closed, likely.
If it
But if it
reopened?
reopened magically,
It would be better.
how about Wild Arctic?
No, I like Wild Arctic. It was fine.
Wild Arctic's weird, but it works.
But I got to have dinner with Tony and Morgan, and I swear it could have just gone on forever. My favorite person in the world.
Which one?
Tony. I like Morgan, but I mean, Tony. Powerful, but beware. Nothing is more powerful than the imagination. For in an instant, it can turn something into an overwhelming nightmare. Other powers of Mickey's imagination strong enough and bright enough to withstand the evil forces that invade Mickey's dream. That doesn't sound right. Are the powers of imagination strong enough? You are about to find out.
For we invite you to join the experience. Fantastic.
A journey beyond your wildest imagination.
Wait. Oh yeah, you gotta give it some time. My new favorite LP quote.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry, hurry up.
Imagine Geo and Eighth is Congo Kate. I have a new favorite. Oh, I love that gift, but I have a new favorite LP quote.
So Geo, you know what to do. Congo Kate, if you are an adult, 18 years or over, please email us at trivia@laughingplace.com so we can get you your Disney Trivia Live maglet. Hooray! Now do the Gettysburg Address. I know. I'll say I can do like the preamble of the Constitution, not without singing it, but I can just.
We the people.
In order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and to ourselves and our liberty, for ourselves and our prosperity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the. Anyway, United States of America. that's the end of Disney Trivia Live. But I would like to talk a little bit about my trip to Disney World for anyone that would like to hear.
Would you like
Now,
me to stay here? Or would you like?
you can go if you'd like to go.
It's been fun, everybody.
It's been real. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Now, I will tell you now, if you've been watching the LPTV Disney Morning Show, or you've been watching Disney Parks Talk Live, you've heard it all before. But I'm going to talk about it some more for anyone who cares on Disney Trivia Live. So I went to Disney World for 4 days. My primary reason for being there was for the Disney Dreamers Academy, which is an incredible thing Disney does. They find 100 high school age youth from various disciplines, from arts, science, marketing, whatever. Bring them there for some fun and for some intensive study. Very important. Very important. If you will be at Star Wars Celebration on Saturday, April 8th, Who's the Boss Live at 5 p.m. on the HoloNet News stage. Guest to be announced soon, I hope. Yes, Mike Celestino will actually be on stage at Star Wars Celebration. Please make sure you see him if you are at Star Wars Celebration. All right. Shut up, Kyle. No, this is not happening on this episode, okay? Don't even try. So the Disney Dreamers Academy, really cool. Disney shows them a good time, but also gives them some really intense instruction with Imagineers and other people who work at Disney, as well as people outside of Disney. Just a great thing. We've got a ton of videos, articles already on the site. There will be more coming. Disney Dreamers Academy, awesome. But also got to go to Disney World, spent a lot of time there. So let me give you some of my Disney World observations. I got to ride Tron Light Cycle / Run for the first time. Low expectations. I will tell you, I had to wait for this. I waited an hour for this. This is not one of those, oh, walk on, this is fun. No, I did the full wait. So I had to ride it after putting in my time. It was great. It was fantastic. I had heard it was really, really short. Yes, I waited an hour. Not all of us are special. So it was great. I expected it to be really short. I'd heard like you do the big thing on the outdoors and then you come back in and there's not that much to it. There was a lot left to it. It was incredible. The ride was not short at all, in my opinion, and I just enjoyed it. I love the method of seating. Yes, I fit, no problem. Thank you. You lean forward and you're like on a motorcycle. It wasn't uncomfortable. I didn't find it uncomfortable, but it was unique and a lot of fun. And I can't wait to ride it again. There was nothing wrong with that ride. If it weren't for Cosmic Rewind, it would easily be my favorite coaster at Disney, and I would think just, the best ride they've done in a long time, but Cosmic Rewind's even better. But it was fantastic. All right. I also got to see the new Fantasmic. Is it about the same length as Rock and Roll? It felt longer, Gio. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. Obviously, I'm not saying you're wrong. Numbers are numbers, but it felt longer than Rock and Roller Coaster to me, I will admit. So maybe it's just because I'm not familiar with it, and you'd ride it the second time, and all of a sudden you're familiar, and it's much shorter. But I kept thinking, oh, this must be it. This must be it, and it just kept going and going. The new Fantasmic was fantastic. There was not one single change they made that I thought, no, I like the old version better. It was fantastic, and the best part is the what do they call it? The hero roll call. I don't know if that's what they call it, but that's what it feels like. The hero roll call, where they just show hero after hero after hero, and each one gets their cheer from the audience, and it was so awesome. Even more awesome because I was sitting behind the Dreamers, and hearing those kids cheer for their favorite hero, their favorite Disney heroes. Tiana's a huge one. Elsa was a huge one, which kind of surprised me. Moana, of course. That was just a great moment. So the new Fantasmic, nothing wrong with that show. When Moana came out and walked on water, the crowd went wild. Oh, so much fun. So special. Got to do Cosmic Rewind yet again. Had a great time on that. I can't remember the song. If I saw the list of Cosmic Rewind songs, I would know. So let me find out real quick for you, because it's been driving me crazy. It is... No, not Disco Inferno. You mean everyone doesn't? Pocahontas. Surprisingly, Pocahontas still had a pretty big role, which I'm surprised. I mean, I knew I had seen videos, so I wasn't surprised in that way. But considering they reduced that segment, her in that segment, they made sure she still had a pretty big role in what they replaced it with. So, okay, here we go. Song list. It must have been Disco Inferno. I think. I'm not even sure. How sad is that? It wasn't Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That I know. It wasn't Iran. It wasn't Congo. It could have been September, Disco Inferno, or one way or another. So how sad is that? But that is still the greatest ride in the world. Here's how I ride that ride. I get in, I strap on, and once we get going, I just kind of put my head like this without really trying to control it and just look up. except when the Earth is down there. Then I look down, but I just kind of let myself go, and it feels like that, like I'm on a trip of some sort, which I haven't been on, so I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what it always makes me think of, and it's just so disorienting and crazy and so much fun. Wow, Cosmic Rewind is great. Epcot. The last thing I want to talk about is my trip to Epcot because I went to Epcot by myself on Saturday, which was so much fun. Do whatever I want. I decided I'm just really going to do this trip. I was there at Rope Drop because I had to be at the resort early anyway. So I was at Epcot about 20 minutes before it opened. I made a breakfast reservation over at the Crepe Place in France, the new one that opened up next to the Remy. I had made a lunch I ended up at lunch at I didn't make a reservation, but I was able to do a walk up at Coral Reef. Disney was kind enough to give us some lightning lanes to use during our trip there. So I did a lightning lane for Remy and I did a lightning lane for Soarin', both spectacular. And then I bought the lightning lane for Cosmic Rewind for $17. So that was the right I did. So anyway, get there, rope drop, meander around a little bit, go off to France, do the crepe thing, which was great. I got the price fixed, which included this great cold cauliflower soup, which was spectacular. Actually, was better than either crepe, and the crepes were good, but that soup was awesome. And then I got a savory crepe. I got a sweet crepe. The savory was better. I got a tiny tummy, so I did not eat all of anything, but I did get stuffed and enjoyed it very, very much. Very much. I'm so glad I went there. The server was so nice. I was clearly eating really, really slowly. He'd come over a lot and he's like, can I take your plate? Can I take your plate? So, those people there, they're at the theme park. They want to get in and out. But after a while, he could realize that wasn't my goal. I was there to chill. So I ended up being there about 90 minutes. He was so relaxed with me. When I finally got up to leave, he saw that I hadn't drunk my orange juice yet. And he's like, no, sit down, finish your orange juice. There's no rush. So I did, sat down, and it was just a fantastic experience. My service was great there, and I had another more great service, which I'll get to in a minute. Then I went to ride Remy, Lightning Lane, great ride. What a great ride. Fantastic ride. Again, this is all by myself, just enjoying the park by myself. Then I walked World Showcase, just slowly meandered around. Later Rebecca asked me to get some pennies. So, no, this was when she asked me to get some pennies. Yeah, so Rebecca somewhere along there was asking me about penny press machines. So I decided I'm just going to see if I can get a picture of every penny press machine around. So that got me going in and out of World Showcase, which I thoroughly enjoyed, going all over the place, talking to the cast members, because a lot of time I couldn't find the press. So, excuse me, can you tell me where the penny press is? And they could talk to me and I could hear their cool accents and all that. I can't tell you how good a time I had there. And I'm like, as I keep saying, I'm walking World Showcase and I'm thinking to myself, Disney can't get any better than this. World Showcase, Epcot, this is just as good as Disney can possibly get. I'm having the time of my life. And it's about noon right now when I'm saying all this. So anyway, finish World Showcase, meander over. I pull on my app and I see that Coral Reef has a 10-minute walk up right now. That's crazy, but it's too early for lunch. I'm not ready for lunch yet. So I'm gonna go do Soarin'. And if it's still that situation when I get back, then I'm gonna go eat at Coral Reef. So I go ride Soarin', great time. Soarin's always fun. Talk to the guy next to me about it. Again, with my lightning lane. Thank you, Disney. And then, Coral Reef still has a 10-minute wait. Do the online check. It's so cool. You see it on the app. You say, add yourself to the wait up list on the app. And then 5 minutes later, they call you in. Seated by myself there, looking at all the fishies. They're so cute. Again, I wanted to do the full thing, and I will tell you why I'm eating so much food. Disney, again, was kind enough to give us a dining card, so I used it to its full so I could get some experience and talk to you guys about it. So I got a salad, I got a watermelon lemonade, which I did not like, you may have heard. I got the mushroom ravioli, which when it comes, it's one of those raviolis where it's in this big soupy thing, which I don't like that. I like my ravioli a little bit less sauce. Like the sauce on top, but not in the soupy thing. It was incredible. I guess I like the soupy thing after all. I loved the mushroom ravioli. Spectacular. So, and then I got a key lime tart at the end, which was really, really good. Very tart, as a key lime tart should be. Watched the fishies. The server was really nice again. I was going slow, taking my time. The server was in no rush to get me out of there. The place was pretty empty. And it was just fantastic watching the fish. The divers were in the tank, so I got to see a bunch of divers too. I did not keep the glow cube, Gio. Yes, I ordered it with the glow cube. I told her I didn't like it. She asked me. I said I didn't want to drink it. She didn't charge me for it. She didn't charge me for the glow cube, and nor did I keep the glow cube. And I am perfectly okay with both of those. So I love Coral Reef. Coral Reef is like a hidden gem at Disney World. The atmosphere can't be beat being there with the fishes. And the food is just great, and its service is nice, and it's a little bit upscale, but not so much that you feel uncomfortable because you're still in an aquarium. So that's one of those places that, when people say, where's a place to eat that, most people don't think of? Coral Reef is one of those places. Love Coral Reef. And then, let's see, I did have to get to an event that evening, so I didn't have that much more time. I think by then I probably was ready. I think I did more of World Showcase. I mean, what used to be Future World, just walking around. And I said, okay, let's walk World Showcase one more time. I wanted to get a bunch of steps in that day. I was trying to get 30,000 steps that day. So let's walk World Showcase one more time, and then it's time to go to our event. And I walked World Showcase again. By now, it was probably about 3:30. Finished getting all. Oh, that's what I had to do. Make sure I got all the rest of the press pennies in Future World, and then the ones I missed in World Showcase. And yeah, World Showcase is different during festival time in the afternoon. And I remembered why Epcot is not always my favorite park. First thing I saw was like in France, there's this big group of people dressed alike, singing really loudly and stuff. So irritating. That's not what I want at Disney. And all the shirts, all the custom Etsy, whatever, not Disney, non-Disney shirts with the drinking around the world and the check marks and the what is it, the one with the whiskey and the Walt Disney font and just all of them. I just, don't like it. It's a big turnoff for me for Epcot. And since Epcot is always festivals now, really, it's a constant turnoff. So, but in the morning, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. The afternoon, not quite so fantastic. The evening, I wasn't there. I suspect perhaps even a little less fantastic. And I don't want to overstate it. It's not like everyone was obnoxious and everyone was loud, but your site always has the shirts. And I just don't like the shirts. And I'm going to even put blame on Disney. Disney once did a drinking around the world shirt. I don't think they have one now, but they did have one. So, even Disney plays into it. And I hate walking through the park and constantly seeing shirts celebrating the fact that we are here at Epcot to drink. So I have nothing against alcohol. I very, very rarely have a little bit. Pretty much everyone I know drinks to some extent, but it's just time and place. And seeing that at Epcot does not make me happy. So there you have my rant on Epcot festivals, but it did not too badly detract from the incredible, incredible time I had on my day at Epcot. Then I went to the event I had to do with the Disney Dreamers Academy, and then after that I saw I was still a couple of thousand steps short, so I went to Disney Springs and just kind of walked around there all by myself. Got up to my steps, actually came very close to 35,000. I was kicking myself. I stopped 500 short of 35,000, but that's okay. It's okay. And yeah, that was the highlight, the Disney highlight of my trip, aside from the reason I was there, the Dreamers Academy, which had its own highlights. And if you'd like to hear more about those, I invite you to watch the last quarter of Disney Parks Talk Alive from Monday, because I am not going to repeat that and cry again. So thank you for listening, and I hope that was able to help you. Thank you, Gio. Hope I was able to help anyone that's curious about any of those things. Tron, Fantasmic, Epcot, Disney Springs late at night. And we'll be back on Saturday for Disney Trivia Live, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. And I will be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. for another edition of the LPTV Disney Morning Show with my good friend Kyle Burbank. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. As soon as I find that button. Where's the button? Hotkeys, StreamYard. That's all we want. Hotkeys.